Hej alle sammen og velkommen tilbage. Today is the same day as Danish lesson 16, but I decided to film more than one so that I have them lined up and can post them a little more regularly. So we are lesson 17 today, and we will be discussing conjunctions, but not all conjunctions, a very specific type. First, they fall under the category of subordinating conjunctions. And underneath that umbrella, they are called concessive conjunctions, or enramelseskonjunktioner in Danish. So, let's talk about these. I picked 5 of them. There are a lot, but the purpose of this lesson, if you're wondering, is one, to learn the conjunctions, to memorize these 5 new words, but also to make longer sentences in Danish. The purpose of a conjunction is to tie 2 ideas together, so that instead of saying 2 sentences, one for each idea, you can attach those 2 together and make a longer sentence and sound smarter when you're writing or speaking in Danish. So let's jump right into it, and we're going to do 5 concessive conjunctions today. You will see, rather than explaining what a concessive conjunction is, I'm going to give you the 5 of them, and I think you'll see for yourself what they are. First, om end. Om end. And this means even though, albeit, although. There's a few different ways to say it in English. Om end. Now let's see it in a couple examples. Vi har taget det første skridt, om end det var halvhjertet. Vi har taget det første skridt, om end det var halvhjertet. Okay? Vi har taget det første skridt. This is, we have taken the first step. Vi har taget, we have taken, det første skridt. Step. Om end det var halvhjertet. Although, om end, det var, it was, halvhjertet, half-hearted. We've taken the first step, although it was half-hearted. We didn't give it our full effort. Second example. Resultatet var helt uacceptabelt, om end det var forudsigeligt. Okay? Resultatet var helt uacceptabelt, om end det var forudsigeligt. We've got resultatet, the result, var helt uacceptabelt, was completely unacceptable. Om end det var, albeit it was forudsigeligt, predictable. So the result was completely unacceptable, albeit predictable. Basically, we knew it was going to end up that way. Resultatet var helt uacceptabelt, om end det var forudsigeligt. Okay? Next example. På trods af. På trods af. In spite of. In spite of. This is a good one. We say this a lot, I think, in English, and I think you'll use it in Danish too. Example. På trods af, at vi har diskuteret det mange gange, kan der opstå misforståelser. På trods af, despite that, vi har diskuteret det mange gange. We have discussed it or debated it mange gange, many times. Kan der opstå, there can occur, or there can be, misforståelser, misunderstandings. So despite the fact that we have discussed this many times, there can still be, or there can still occur, misunderstandings. På trods af, at vi har diskuteret det mange gange, kan der opstå misforståelser. Third example, skunt. Now you might see skunt and see the adjective, the neuter form of skun, which is like beautiful or nice. And yes, that's a thing, but skunt can also mean even though, okay? So it is also a conjunction, skunt. And I know the Queen used this word in her New Year's her New Year's speech about, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And that's the first time I heard it. So it's out there. Example. Jeg er glad for, at beslutningen er truffet. Skønt, det har ikke noget med mig at gøre. Jeg er glad for, I am glad that, at beslutningen er truffet. That the decision is made or has been made. Skønt, although, or even though, det har ikke noget med mig at gøre. It has nothing to do with me. So I'm glad that the decision has been made, although it doesn't really affect me. It has nothing to do with me. Jeg er glad for, at beslutningen er truffet. Skønt, det har ikke noget med mig at gøre. Fourth. Hvorimod. I don't hear this one a lot. I think it's written more, but that's just my thought. If it's used in spoken language a lot, that's great. I think we should all use it because I'm teaching it to you. So, hvorimod means whereas, and we certainly use this a lot in English, so I'm pretty sure it gets used in Danish a lot, unless they have a synonym for it that is different from hvorimod. Let's try hvorimod in an example where we're talking about the temperature. Temperaturen er cirka 27 grader om dagen, hvorimod den kan snige sig ned til -10 om natten. Okay? Temperaturen, the temperature, er cirka 27 grader, is about 27 degrees om dagen, during the day, om dagen. Hvorimod, whereas, den kan snige sig ned. It can sneak down. Den kan snige sig ned til -10, til -10 degrees om natten, at nighttime. Temperaturen er cirka 27 grader om dagen, hvorimod den kan snige sig ned til omkring -10, ned til -10 om natten. So the temperature is, about 27 degrees during the day, whereas it can fall down, sneak down to -10 at night. Whereas. I saved the hardest one for last, and I have 2 examples for this one because it's a little bit tricky, and let's just do both. We'll try to get through them together. If you want, you can write a comment using this or really any of the conjunctions, and I will look at them, or some of the friendly Danish people who also view these videos will look at them, and they can help to let you know if they make sense or not. In any case, let's try it together right now. And this is hvor ... n. And this in English can be translated as however, or no matter how much, no matter what. You'll see. Example 1. Hvor farligt vores arbejde end er, skal vi aldrig give op. Hvor farligt vores arbejde end er, skal vi aldrig give op. Hvor farligt, how dangerous, or however dangerous, vores arbejde end our work is. Hvor farligt vores arbejde end however dangerous our work is, or no matter how dangerous our work is, skal vi aldrig, we will never give up. So no matter how dangerous our work is, we will never give up, or we must never give up. Something along those lines. Now, it's hard to break it down piece by piece and translate to English because the word order is different. You need both vor and in order to make the meaning however, or regardless of how much, or, no matter how much. In English, all of that meaning is all pushed together in one spot. Whereas in Danish, we have the vor in the beginning, and then we have en coming right before the verb. In this case. Is the verb. So that's why it's a little bit tricky to break it down word by word. So let's try a second one, and you can sort of see where vor is placed and where en is placed. Okay? Hvor dygtig hun end kan hun ikke bestå eksamen. However studious she is, hvor dygtig hun end hvor dygtig hun end okay? However studious she is, kan hun ikke bestå eksamen. She cannot pass the exam. Okay? So she's very smart, but regardless of how smart she is, however smart she is, she can't pass the exam. Okay? Hvor comes right at the beginning, right before that adjective. Okay? Hvor, adjective. Hvor farligt. Hvor dygtig. Okay? Subject. Hun, or vores arbejde. Then the en. Then the verb. In this case. Let's walk through it with these two. Hvor farligt. Hvor farligt. Vor plus adjective. Vores arbejde. Subject. En En plus the verb. Hvor farligt vores arbejde end however difficult our work is. No matter how difficult our work is. Let's try it with the second one. Hvor dygtig. Hvor plus adjective. Hvor dygtig. However, how studious, hardworking. Hun, subject. En, verb, Hvor dygtig hun end regardless of how studious she is, kan hun ikke bestå eksamen. Okay? Try that one a couple times. Try to use that same pattern. Hvor, adjective. Subject, en, verb. It's a lot, but try, okay? That is all I have today for lesson number 17. Let me know if you have any questions, and we'll do different conjunctions another time. But just to remind you, today was just concessive conjunctions and Ramos's conjunctiona. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.